Peter Newbold is the GM of PGG Wrightson Real Estate. Let's take our monthly look at the rural market, and there's only one word, or is it two words, to describe it: gangbusters. G'day, Pete.
Yeah, hi, Jamie. Yeah, look, it's been an incredible 3 or 4 months, and I'd say sort of autumn finished as strong as I've seen it in a number of years, and I think that's good for everybody. And it's probably the first time for a while, I believe, that we're going to see a real lift in farm sales over this next season and beyond, because there's so many things that are looking good in that sector. So, yeah, we've got a lot of listings in hand for the spring, and there's a lot of interest. So, no, we're in a very, very good space.
In the past dairy boom, and we'll start with dairy, land prices probably got out of kilter. Are they in danger of doing the same?
I don't think so this time. I think people are more astute, and those that are buying are prepared to pay a fair price, but I don't think we'll see a boom again. I think we'll see sales, and we're starting to see that already. And if I think of, strong areas like, South and Otago, they're starting to come to the fore again. So that tells me dairy's in for a good run as we move forward over the next couple of years. So that's really good.
It has been the elephant in the room. People haven't wanted to touch the dairy market with the barge pole, quite literally, for a few years now. But at $8, it's a straight-out yield story, and it's a good story.
Yeah, and I think it's taken a little bit longer than everyone wanted, but definitely it's good. We're seeing more interest in it. I believe that the banks are looking more favourably at the wider rural sector, which why wouldn't they? And so we're seeing transactions take place. There's still a little bit of pressure on those more expensive dairy farms, but that'll come right over the next 12 to 18 months. So, yeah, really good for the dairy industry and actually good for rural New Zealand and all those communities they support.
Sheep and beef's been strong for the past couple of years. The wool isn't too flash. We keep going on about that. Sorry about that, but it's the reality of life. But the good news is the prospect for lamb and beef and mutton into the coming season is really positive.
Yeah, and like when I speak to some of my livestock colleagues, things look as good as they've ever been. So that's really good. If you look at sheep and beef and grazing properties, the sales have been exceptional. And again, there's a lot coming to the market, and there's a lot of people out there, and not just your traditional buyers, that are looking to purchase in that sheep and beef grazing sector. So, yeah, a lot of interest. And a lot of people sort of bring their properties to the market. And I think, as I was mentioning to you the other day, I think that whole period of where people are retiring or succession is going to come into play over the next 18 months.
Horticulture also going great guns. Once again, you've got about to get a listing. No one seems to be selling. Everyone's sitting on them.
No, if you've got a couple, you can send our way. No, look, we've got plenty of buyers looking out there, but at the moment there's just nothing really available. If so, you've got a huge listing wanting to purchase. And if you look at the returns they're getting in that sector, in some respects, why would you sell?
Let's have a look at the banks and the role they're playing. They shut up shop for a while. Now they're interested again in the rural market, and I'm not saying they're lending freely, but they're lending with more enthusiasm.
Yeah, I think that's come through, and we see it with, I guess, the number of sales, what's being sold. And, you get a feel from those people who are in the field. Definitely there's an appetite out there, and there's a lot more activity. So I think that's good. And, when you look at it as a sector to invest in, I don't think there's any better out there at the moment.
The food business, especially the healthy food business, is a great business to be in. PGG Wrightson Real Estate GM. Peter Newbold, always good to chat on the country, and it's good to see a really positive real estate market out there in provincial New Zealand.
Yeah, it's fantastic news, Jamie, and have a good day.